And hello to all of our beautiful listeners out there.
Get your foot off my chair.
Sorry, force habit. This is Y'all Don't Even Know, and this is going to be a little weird one, but we like the idea of it, so we're going to roll with it. Here with Kale.
What's up?
Tito.
Hi.
My new footstool, Jake.
Hey, everyone.
And magic making Mark.
Hi, Justin. Mark, you're a magician? And Jake.
Well, I mean,
And Tito.
he puts all this
Kale.
together, so he's Magic Man.
If I was magic, it would have been done faster.
Mark, nice to see
I
you.
wasn't going to go there. I was
If
just
you-
going to make it sound like he got everything done on time. We were prepared.
I mean,
But-
it is midnight.
Way to shoot yourself in the foot.
He did really good. You should have seen it an hour ago when I was going to bed.
Well, speaking of shooting, let's get into our topic, and this
Like
is why
Jackson.
this is why I kind of said no, not the corpse. This is kind of why I said it might be a little weird for some of you guys out there. It might intrigue you, might not. We'll see how this goes. But we're going to talk about presidential assassinations and some potential conspiracy theories behind each one. Obviously, the biggest, or not the biggest, the most recent one had to do during Trump's campaign. Shot in Butler, PA. Grazed his ear. I believe, didn't a civilian die in the back?
I think 2 died.
It's either one or two. One or two of them died at a Trump rally. Sad day. Regardless of what party anyone believes in out there, it's a horrible thing to see political violence out in this world, or just any violence as is. But I want to get your guys' thoughts on the Trump one to start off with. If any conspiracy theories that you guys have seen, please let it be brought up. So who wants to start?
So originally when I was thinking about this topic, at the beginning when it first happens, you're kind of like, oh yeah, well why would somebody want to do that? But the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, because politics these days is so messed up. We all know that. But my thought was, well, did Trump, and I don't want to say Trump specifically, but did his team plan it all out to where he gets shot but doesn't die?
I feel like because of the location that they had him in, it's hard for me to believe that, because if there was no one behind him, I could genuinely see that. But I think because of everything going on in the world at that time, obviously with the 34 felonies that he was convicted of, I think with all the stuff coming out and how the left side viewed him as a person, and they knew that their political campaign for Kamala was in deep trouble, and they felt like the only way to not, in their words, go back was to get rid of him. Because I feel like, as I understand your point, but I think it's such a hard place to put that on, knowing that there's obviously someone died, but knowing at that point that there's a chance that someone else could die.
It's a huge risk to take just to help a campaign. Is try and shoot somebody, and like it could go terribly wrong.
And what happens if the timing's messed up by
Right.
an inch? He's gone because it was because of that. Allegedly, it was because of that last head turn that saved him at the last second. If there's no way that they had a cue where it was, all right, you got to turn it at this millisecond so that you can be in perfect position for a bullet to go straight through your ear.
And that's all well and fine, but if you look at his ear, then it's like perfectly fine. Did they skin graft it together? I don't know if that's possible, but
It was actually a piece of shrapnel that hit him, not the actual bullet
shrapnel from
wherever the bullet hit or in front of him.
Is that what caused all that blood then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ears
he
bleed.
just
a lot.
got grazed by a piece of shrapnel, and the shooter was just shooting wildly, so it's not like.
What type of gun did the shooter have? Do we know? It was AR, right?
Did they? Well, they found the shooter, right? I guess. I don't really
They
remember.
shot him dead within seconds.
Yeah, the shooter was Thomas Matthew Crooks. He apparently he had no social media history, and as soon as they killed him, they cremated his body. And when they went to his house where he allegedly lived, it was as though nobody had ever, I guess, basically lived there. It was almost like not a blank house, but there was some furniture and some stuff there, but it was like he never actually lived there, is what they say. So, I mean, obviously that's I guess the FBI or the police from out that way saying that, but you don't really know because...
Right, and to me, like, looking at that kind of stuff, it's like, why?
I also think at that point, the whole Secret Service at that point was under heavy fire, too, because didn't they fire, was it the chief of Secret Service, like, right after she went to court, and they basically fired her on the spot?
Yeah, either that or she stepped down at that point.
It was one of the two, but it was immediately after that Secret Service was, like, under heavy fire, and I wonder if that was kind of like they didn't want to release any information completely, or what was going on with that.
I guess I'll never be convinced either way.
To me, it's extremely hard to believe that there was like no footprint on the internet of Crooks. Like everyone in some way is on the internet.
He did appear in a BlackRock commercial at some point. Obviously, BlackRock is a huge corporate investor that owns stakes in pretty much anything out there. Not saying that that's any reason to, like, he's not part of BlackRock, but I would just think it's interesting that that's like the only thing that they say about him as far as internet wise.
No, is there also potential that people in his family or friends helped him out with this and just cleaned everything out? Made sure that before he did this, they wiped all social media?
I don't think technically social media can be wiped completely. I'm not techie like that, but I
feel like if you have the right minds,
like there's got
to be a way to wipe
texts
something.
or anything.
Like, data is data, and it's out there.
Some data, especially with large data centers, if they want to reuse space, they will write over data at some point if you give consent for the deletion of your data. But I don't know, as far as like Instagram and Facebook, I don't know what they do as far as that.
I don't know. I just feel like it's such a hard thing to kind of do, with especially the amount of risks.
You'll never know either way. It's something to think about.
But I will say we did get potentially one of the greatest pictures that any president has ever put with the whole fight thing. And I think that could be said regardless of the party. I mean, a person gets shot and they get up within seconds telling people do something about it. But is there anything else to be said on the Trump assassination one? Tito?
I just remember the day that it happened, and when I had heard about it, I was like, what?
I know. I read my phone, and I was like, there's no way that this just happened.
And in the exact moment, like, no one knew if it was fatal or not, so it was almost just like, oh, wow.
No, because all I felt like everyone got was Trump got shot,
Yeah.
and that was it.
And you had no idea, so there was a very...
And especially when you watch that video and he goes down like that,
Right.
You're like, is this over?
Regardless of your political stance, it's crazy to me that, like, the willingness to take somebody's life, I guess because the government doesn't care about us, that, you know.
Just because people have different political views in this world, everyone's allowed to have their own separate opinion about other things. But it's not worth ruining someone's life, ruining someone, like, their family's lives. It's not worth it. If you don't have the same beliefs as someone, it's not the end of the world. It shouldn't come down to violence like that.
There was a couple other predominant assassinations. I know Lincoln was assassinated, and that one kind of goes in depth, but I'm not very learned in that area of the whole backstory.
I'm pretty sure, Mark, you might know this. Didn't his security guard at the time step away? And that's kind of when Wilkes Booth went into his, where Lincoln was sitting in the box, and
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, right, there's that, but there's like what are the theories behind him getting shot? Like, why?
I think the one that's generally accepted is that Wilkes Booth was a Southern sympathizer, and he didn't like Lincoln wanting to take over the South, so he just shot him, or he didn't like his plan for the South.
Or the fact that he probably freed slaves.
Yeah, there's
maybe didn't like that whole thing was going on, and that he was basically ending segregation as is.
Right. There was certainly a group of people from the South that didn't want the Civil War to be over and wanted to keep fighting, and that was their way. But
I mean, it's so long ago. I don't really think there's going to be a lot of information on that kind of stuff.
I guess next would be Kennedy.
Kennedy was a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Kennedy was a massive one. That was what parade was he riding through? Anyone know?
I believe it was in Dallas, Texas.
Well, I know that, but wasn't it like a special event, or was he just doing a presidential ride?
I'm not sure.
I thought he was just rolling through and was just trying to make a statement in a convertible or something like that. I don't know. But you have to remember, Texas, he was a Democrat and Texas is Republican, so that's a very risky thing as it is to be going through on a convertible.
And that's sad. It really shouldn't have been.
No, but it goes back to if it's you just have taking violence over just an idea is crazy.
It goes back to if it was a setup or not.
Well, yeah, it's probably the most questioned assassination in history.
I would say presidential, because I still think that there's more questions still to this day about the Kirk one.
I don't think anybody believes the official story of the Kennedy assassination.
No.
What was the official story that came out for that?
Lee Harvey Oswald took 3 shots in like 3 seconds from a 3-story building
With a bolt action rifle.
Yeah, like a block away, and he had very little military experience. He was fighting. He was. I think he was in Cuba, working for Fidel Castro or something at that point. Before that, and there was a magic bullet that didn't have any compression or anything that killed both Kennedy and the other guy.
So you
The
said
driver.
You said 3 shots in how fast?
In like 3 seconds or something.
In 3 seconds?
Yeah. On a
Wow.
bolt action rifle.
Yeah, and being that deadly accurate, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, because when you get hit in the back of the head, you definitely go backwards. Back and to the left.
Do you think, obviously, like, I could believe that Oswald shot him, but I don't know. Obviously, he probably wasn't acting alone. With the theories, there should have been multiple shooters.
I don't even know if Oswald was part of anything. He might have
They
just
just
been.
framed him.
He's just a fall guy.
Yeah, he was.
But he
was
could have been.
He was just under mind control.
Maybe if he was one of many.
Do we think it might have been like a three-way type deal. If they're claiming that three shots in 3 seconds, we think it's three separate people all around. Because what was the one?
Well, the claim is 3
it
shots.
went through Kennedy's back. Didn't they say it went through the seat and then shot the driver? Tito, anything? I thought that was the whole thing.
Awful convenient that the driver dies, the one who actually shot him.
There's so many theories with it. You'll never
Is
know.
the driver the actual other person that died?
I believe it. It was someone in the front seat. It might have been the passenger or it might have been the driver.
Whoever other died was the actual killer.
What, he shot through his chest? Wait, how do you think the driver shot him? Because there was videos of that.
Yeah, he turned around and shot him.
Yeah, but there were videos of when he
Yeah,
got
the videos
shot.
show that.
Oh, did he turn around?
The ones you see, they're all cut, so you can't see the driver.
Oh.
I've never heard this before.
Now, what about his wife? Do you think she was just too shocked to
mean-
understand what's going on, or was she in on it?
She was definitely in on it.
She had to be, otherwise you think that she would have spilled if she knew, if she
There's
saw.
no way she would have reacted so calmly if she wasn't in on it.
Yeah. There's no way a woman in the moment could.
Handle that.
Yeah, there's no way. So he went back and to the left.
So you think he leaned over center console and shot him there? Tito, stop looking at me.
Tito, explain
Dead
it
stare.
instead of acting.
I don't know how better to explain it besides you just turned around and shot at
Well,
him.
okay, was he shot in the back of the head?
Who?
Abraham Lincoln. We're on
Yes, he
Kennedy.
was, actually.
We're on Kennedy. What do you think?
No, he wasn't. He was shot in the front.
by the driver who turned around.
Shot in his
allegedly.
face. Look up the released CIA documents about it.
Mark, can you pull up?
It's
those
like
up for
it's
us,
like the
please?
one guy that knows this is just he's like, I'm just gonna stare at you
Yeah,
for
we're trying to
15
get
seconds,
information
and then
from
I'm
him.
gonna talk.
And he's
I
just
know,
like,
like-
you guys don't know this.
You guys don't know it? Okay. Kale, let me go soul searching into your eyes. Hello.
Let me look at your eyes for Valentine's Day.
Mark, I'm okay. Focus
Okay.
on the CIA documents, okay? Is there any other assassinations, presidential or not, that you guys want to bring up?
Well, around the Kennedy time was a couple other, like Martin Luther King was shot, and then also Kennedy's brother was also killed at that very similar time.
Was Martin Luther King around that time?
Yeah.
Oh. I
Little
have no
voice
idea
crack.
what it is.
Dude, the voice crack. Around that time.
Anything, Mark?
There's so many conspiracy theories. Like you just can't.
Yeah, and apparently Tito has the answer to each and every one of them and won't tell us.
You can't pinpoint one down though, because if you look at all of them, it's like everybody did it. You know, it's like multiple gunmen.
Grassy knoll.
Yeah, there's too many.
Grassy knoll.
You know what I smell, guys?
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
I don't smell Cheerios.
I wish I smelled cheers.
So any other assassinations?
The Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Okay, next topic.
Well, that started World War One, but we won't get into that.
We can get into that some other day.
I
think we already
that
have.
conspiracy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that
The
when we
driver
talk about
shot him.
No, let's wait until Tito doesn't just stare at
Yeah,
us.
we'll wait till we do an international assassination attempt, I guess. And then Tito's just not gonna say anything. Hey Tito, what do you know about that guy?
He died.
That's all you're getting, folks. Congratulations. Does anyone have anything else before we move on? Jake, you got anything else? Gail?
Nope.
Let me get a swig.
Okay.
Mark?
Nope.
All right. Well, Mark, why don't you tell us about our little new sponsorship we got going on? And over to Mark with our new sponsorship.
So this episode is brought to you by W Energy. We are officially partnered and sponsored by them. They boast no sugar, no artificial colors, no dyes, no fillers, no maltodextrin, no calories. It's not a gas station, heart attack machine in a can, it's smart energy. So if you want to support the show and stop feeling like your heart is trying to leave your body after your third drink, go to w.gg and use the code YDEK26 for 10% off. That's w.gg, code YDEK26. Clean energy, no crash, and great flavors.
Thank you, Mark, and more importantly, thank you, Dubby. All right. So kind of staying on the theme with USA, we're going to go more into a positive setting. The Olympics are going on. Obviously, USA is in every category, and I believe they're doing well. I haven't kept up really with all their standings. I find it hard to watch some of these Olympic events. I can't get behind watching curling to save my life.
Curling is so nice.
I got super into curling.
Dude, we were here last Sunday, just chilling watching curling.
I think the only ones I enjoy are snowboarding, like the half pipe stuff. I enjoy, what is it, ski jump? Or
Dude,
they
just
or
literally
they're like-
flying.
where their bodies don't look normal.
Yeah.
And then obviously hockey, which we'll get a little more in depth on that than any other event out there. But besides curling, you guys follow, like, see how US is doing?
I've just been watching hockey, men's and women's. The women are killing it.
Yeah, they look really good. I don't think there's a team that's going to compete with them.
And I'm telling you, if you don't watch anything else in the Olympics, watch the men's hockey team.
I love watching the men's hockey team. The Kachuk brothers, my favorite.
What about the Hughes brothers? They look good out there too.
We got a lot of brothers.
I actually find it very entertaining that I just looked it up, by the way. They have 14 medal count, 4 golds, 7 silvers, 3 bronzes, which I feel like at this point is pretty solid. But I do find it pretty cool that they have, I think their line 1 is the Kachuk brothers and the Hughes brothers on the same line.
That's so cool.
I think that's awesome.
That's a good line.
I wish
That's a real good line.
what's the other Hughes brother that's not in there? I wish all 3 of them were in there, and then you have just the brother set.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Imagine representing your country with your brothers in a sport. That'd be so much
Well,
fun.
especially because USA and Latvia got started off, and it started with Matthew Kachuk to Brady Kachuk for a goal, and I was like, well, that's
Dude, it was like 40 seconds into
That's
the
a story
game.
that you will tell your future kids for the rest of their lives. Oh, I passed my brother in the Olympics. I just think that this might be one of the best USA hockey teams they put out there.
This team has the best chance since the 1980 team to win the gold.
It just feels like everything they did was like they had a couple hiccups in the first, obviously with the 2 disallowed goals off of Latvia coach's challenge, but it felt like the second period they kind of started to get a rhythm going, and their passes seemed cleaner, and they just seemed like they kind of figured out how to work with each other. Brock Nelson played a massive part for them.
He had 2 goals. Correct?
Yeah, but it just felt like he brought more of the physicality that they needed, and he was always there in the right spot.
Well, I'll tell you, going back to you said the goals taken away by the challenges, that, in my opinion, that was not goalie interference because of the deflection.
No, I don't think it was goal interference.
Because
The offsides one's obvious.
because of the deflection and the puck being rerouted, there's no way the goalie was getting to that.
No, the announcer said he's like you could put a brick wall right there and they're not stopping it. The deflection went nowhere where it looked like it was, and what, he bump him once and then it felt like by the time the puck got there he was completely out of the way.
I got to bring this up in the Olympics. Do any of you guys watch the figure skating?
No,
Absolutely
but I
not.
have heard about the guy that did a backflip or something. That's all that I've heard about figure skating.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, like
I
I'll never.
have antenna TV, so I can't decide what I watch or don't watch.
But have you watched figures or not?
I will watch everything else except figure
What about
skating.
speed skating? I
Yes.
enjoy that a lot.
When they're racing, that is the best on that short track. That's awesome.
I haven't seen speed skating yet this year.
It's a lot of talent.
Mark, what have you watched?
Curling.
That checks out, old man.
It was just on. Let's see. Hockey, men's and women's. I watched men's and women's moguls, half pipe, and there was something else, but I can't remember.
Also, the skateboard racing.
Oh yeah, that's
snowboard
racing is so much fun to watch.
I don't know why, but I enjoy watching like snowboarding over skiing so much more. Like they're so similar. Yeah, I just enjoy snowboarding so much more to watch.
I might get a lot of backlash on this from people that ski, but snowboarding is way harder than skiing, and that is right there why it's more appreciated.
Yeah.
Because the look of it is you have both feet available, you have poles in your hands, and meanwhile snowboarding, you are on basically a piece of wood, and you're
strapped on that piece of wood.
Yeah, because it's a completely different animal than skiing. And skiers will say, "Oh no, skiing's harder." It's not close. Snowboarding is way harder, so that's why the tricks on those look. I mean, they do more difficult stuff on them anyway, and that's why it's more entertaining for a lot of people.
You guys remember watching Shaun White?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
That dude could do crazy stuff on a snowboard.
I watched him on the half pipe last night, just doing a free run on it. It's pretty cool.
I feel like we got so blessed because it felt like every time we turned on the Winter Olympics, we had Shaun White. And every time we turned on the Summer Olympics, we had Michael Phelps.
I was just going to say
And it wasn't
that.
just Shaun White. It was that speed skater, Lindsey Vonn, Lindsay Jacobellis.
Which,
There
prayers to Lindsey Vonn, by the way.
Yeah, that looked rough.
That was not pretty.
But yeah, between Shaun White and Michael Phelps, it was like must-watch Olympic TV.
Is that why the Olympics just don't appeal as much anymore? Because we don't have those figures.
I just, not even that. I feel like we don't have a runaway guy anymore. Like, you just throw him out there and it's like, or her out there, it's like, no matter what, you know you're getting gold.
Anymore, only I care about the men's hockey team as guys I know is on that.
How about the doubles luge? That's such a weird thing.
Is that where they lay on top of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen so many comments on videos. It's like, how do you genuinely get into this? Do you just like lay on top of someone?
Who came up with it? Who was the first person to be like, "Yo, bro, let me slide down on top of you"?
I genuinely don't know. Like, when I watch it, I don't understand how the scoring system works or time frames or whatever. But bobsledding is like the coolest thing for me to watch because I'm like, they look like a torpedo going down some of these corners.
Let's try it.
The 4-man bobsled is the coolest thing.
Oh, those things fly.
I think they're
like,
going
here's the
80s.
camera. Gone.
80
And
mile an hour.
for the amount of weight, too. Because you know the sled's heavy, and you got like 200-plus pound guys in
Well,
it.
and
too.
that anchor guy has a lot of responsibility with that handbrake. But did you guys see recently the one guy that all three of his teammates fell out of the bobsled, and that guy had to do the whole run by himself, and then halfway, and then at the end, he had to then hop back 3 seats to hit the handbrake. And I was like, this guy deserves a gold medal. I don't even care if he came in dead last. The fact that he went down that entire track by himself, you know, he turned around a couple times and went, guys,
Hit the brake.
where are you?
What?
And he just, like, the amount that he realized, all right, I'm going to die here if I don't get back 3 seats and hit that handbrake.
The sled was sliding out from under him the entire run, too, because there wasn't enough weight to hold it down.
No, it was just wiggling back and forth.
How did they even fall out?
He just kept hitting the wall.
Right off the start, it looked like the back 2 guys slipped. And it looked like the second guy usually gets momentum from the other 2. And he didn't have the momentum. And when he tried to get in, he just slid off. And they all 3 started sliding down the track. I was like, what is going on? Like,
That's horrible.
have you not seen the video?
I haven't,
After
no.
this, I will show you the video. But it is comedy to watch because just how it works.
You
Are they
should
from
definitely
Jamaica?
try and overlay it.
Huh?
They're from Jamaica.
No, it was a USA team.
It was
Oh,
U.S.,
okay.
I think. I was going to say, I know it was red, white, and blue or something.
That's crazy.
You know what? We did talk a lot about the men's hockey league. And I know we mentioned it a couple of times. But we should give our flowers to how dominant the women's team really is right now. I don't think there's anyone that is close to them. I mean, Canada and everything is usually right there. It wasn't. What was it? 5-0. It was bad.
And they played Italy this afternoon, and after the first period, it was 0-0. And dude, they came out in the second period and just, I think it was like 3 straight goals.
They're impressive. Very impressive.
Are there professional women's hockey leagues?
I'm not.
Where do they get these players from?
Colleges. Because the one girl that I think you know which one I'm going to say, the one that had like the twirl in the corner and threw that amazing, she plays at Minnesota.
You know, I don't know if there's professional women's hockey leagues.
Where do these other women come from?
It's probably
For
mostly colleges, and then I would assume that there's rec leagues around or
Like, what
You're
about
not
the
pulling-
other? What about the other countries? Where do they get their women from?
from their professional
from
teams.
the Y?
They have.
I have no idea.
Genuine
I
question.
genuinely don't know. I believe that most of them are probably in college. I could do research on that, and I could be completely wrong about it, but I feel like majority of them are coming from college. Which is a shame, because watching these girls play, they're 100% should be pro sports teams. And I get, like, oh, well, look at WNBA, look at their numbers or whatnot. But you're telling me that these girls have all these talents and they're going to bring home a gold medal for the USA team, that they don't have anywhere to go until 4 years from now when they get to play again?
Well, the WNBA is a completely different thing because the players are just trash.
All right, here you go. The Professional Women's Hockey League is the premier professional women's ice hockey league, launched in 2023 with 8 teams across Canada and the U.S.
Well, I want to apologize to, what is it, the PHL?
PWHL.
PWHL. I want to apologize. Never heard of you. I'm not really sure I'm going to hear of you, but I just want to apologize.
I'll tell you right now, if they would put that on TV, I'd watch that before the WNBA.
Oh,
Yes.
it's not. Well,
The
all right.
WNBA is a joke.
All right. Hear me out. The only WNBA game I'm watching is if Caitlin Clark's involved, because that girl is just straight buckets. I could watch her shoot all day, mostly because I also know that someone's gonna fight her halfway through. But it is pure entertainment.
So the women's USA hockey team has played 4 games and won every game by at least 4.
Yeah, they're out of their mind.
They've shut out every team except one.
I think they played Sweden like the second game, and I was over at Crystal's place, and we had it on, and I was just like, this, like, they had like 35 shots in the second period, and Sweden had 6. That's not. I felt bad for their goalie. I'm
It's
like,
a
this isn't-
ridiculous number.
I was like, this isn't right.
The shots earlier were like 20-2
That's ridiculous.
in the first
They
period.
were rough. Like,
You guys like the Winter Olympics or the Summer Olympics better?
I could care less about the Summer Olympics, because the only thing that I would be intrigued to watch is basketball, and at the end of the day, I could know for a fact who's winning it, because I have more faith that the USA team, they're gonna win it almost every single time.
But they haven't, though.
Yeah, but I have more. Let me ask you, what is more entertaining to watch? One that is way more likely to happen, or one that is really a toss-up between two teams?
What?
To answer that question, I'm going to watch it either way with the same amount of excitement because it's the United States.
Yeah. I mean,
Now-
this past time's USA team for basketball was stacked. But they still had struggled a tiny bit.
Now I'm going to go a different route. Let's go Olympic basketball, Olympic hockey.
It's not even close. It's hockey.
Not. It's hockey.
No, I'm not done.
It's hockey.
World Baseball Classic.
It's either between hockey and WBC.
I don't even think it's close. I think it's WBC. I think the amount of entertainment
Hold
that
on.
brings in, and that every single, like, you could list 8 teams that legitimately have a shot every single time in that.
I will only say the World Baseball Classic because Olympic hockey does not allow fighting.
Yes.
If it's the
4 nations.
if it's the 4 nations, I'll take the hockey before the WBC because they can fight in the 4 nations.
I was gonna say the World Baseball Classic's a completely different animal than the Olympics.
Well, that's how I got in, like, started caring about, like, USA Hockey is because of the Four Nations.
I don't know. I just think that with hockey, if we break it down, when it comes to men's summer basketball, how many teams really are there? I would say probably USA, France, and what team's Jokic on? Where's he
Serbia.
from? Serbia.
Latvia probably has a team.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Canada
have a
has a
chance to
team.
win the whole thing. I don't really have a lot of faith in those teams. At least if you put the other two teams out there, you have a dominant player that could take over the game at any point. Maybe Canada with SGA, maybe, but they don't have a deep roster. When it comes to hockey, what do you have? USA, Canada, Sweden, right?
Russia.
Russia was banned.
They're never in it.
Are they in the Four Nations?
No.
U.S., Canada, Sweden.
They can't be in Olympics because they're at war
Finland,
right now,
Denmark. I don't know who else.
Maybe Germany. I really don't know who's on that German team. But I would say those three, right? WBC, USA, Japan, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. Anyone else? Mexico. I like having a larger set scale of competition because you get more matchups. When you have these other ones, I don't want to see USA versus Czech, and we could sit down and we're like, oh, it's going to be 8-0, or it's going to be a 40-point win in the Summer Olympics.
You're not convincing me. I'm sorry. I will go hockey every day of the week.
If the Olympics allowed fighting, I'd be way more into hockey. Like
I don't get
down
why they
hockey.
don't.
To promote good sportsmanship.
Between countries.
Yeah, especially
I think it's something like that.
especially if Canada was going to boo our national anthem again.
Yeah, the Winter Olympics is definitely better than summer. It's a lot more speed involved.
What if they put racing in the Summer Olympics? Like cars.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
I also think that they would need to add more to the Summer Olympics than just one pretty decent event. And I don't think, I know you're into it, but I don't know how many other people would genuinely sit and watch it.
Does
It
flag
doesn't
football
matter.
interest you at all? Does the flag? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter anyway because racing for cars isn't a physical activity necessarily. And that's the Olympics.
To answer your question, no, it does not.
Let's
intrigue me.
say it's whatever.
Do I really want to see Patrick Mahomes and Jamar Chase play an electrician and a plumber?
Right.
No, not really. I don't want to see that.
There really should be bobsled racing.
Isn't that?
And they're all on one track.
You mean like
I'm
no?
saying-
You mean like have 3 different tracks and all of them go down, and they're identical tracks. They all go down at the same time.
No, he's saying same track.
I'm
You
saying
want
like
same track?
together.
There's no way.
Bro, there is a way. Absolutely.
It would have to be a really
Yeah,
wide
there'd be
track.
casualties.
Well, yeah, if you make the track wider, then there is a way. I'm not talking on these small thin
Oh, I
tracks.
thought you meant these toothpick narrow ones.
bobsleds.
I was like, there's gonna
Boys,
be.
get down.
I was like, there's a bobsled. There's one. There's one. Oh
No, there's
oh,
no
There's
way.
3 dead people in the crowd because they couldn't contain it.
No, it'd be like you have 4 different or 3 different wide, and then it just funnels down, and then I'm telling you, it would be must-see TV.
Yeah, but see, because again,
I would watch
casualties.
that.
But I just think that it's so hard because sometimes you just
Imagine
can't control it.
imagine your bobsled wrecks and you've got guys flying out and there's other bobsleds coming down. Straight decapitation.
Imagine what happened to that USA guy. He's going down by himself, and there's 2 teams around him, and all his teammates got run over by a bobsled.
Decapitated.
All right, what about the luge? Racing like that, stuff like that.
That'd
I
be
think
wild.
I think
Oh,
that
The
would be
skeleton
cool.
would be cool to do to head to head because they're going down head first.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. Put them on these tracks and let them.
No, we should have the double luge going. The double luge race. You just got 6 people laying on top of each other going down a track. Now that is something I would watch.
6 people high. Just a tower. Now, the Summer Olympics became way less interesting for me after Michael Phelps left. Like,
Ryan Lochte.
I mean, like after the big names in swimming were done, I was like,
let me ask you: does gymnastics get you going?
no.
Does
You know, what's funny to
gymnastics
me-
get anyone
I
going?
don't
Well, that's
hate
the
watching
second week.
gymnastics.
What's funny to me is that gymnastics and figure skating are like the same category for me.
Yeah, I find them the same amount of bored.
Well,
Yeah, it's all judge stuff too. It's just unnecessary.
Water-
yeah, and sometimes I feel like these women have perfect routines, and I genuinely don't get what they're deducting for.
Well, that is the issue, is the judging, the
There's-
point system. That's the
there's-
problem.
There's no hard, fast anything unless they like actually slip up. But like the judge could be like, I don't like you.
Exactly.
Two.
That's the problem.
I mean, hey, if your bra strap's hanging out, then you get a minus on that. Found that out.
Personally,
For real?
I had my sports bra on. I went to a USA Gymnastics event. I had my bra strap hanging out, and they told me,
Bro,
"No, you
no
can't do
way.
that."
No way you were a gymnast at all.
What are you talking about?
Uh-uh.
I believe it.
No,
I was a high diver.
I
definitely
ate-
needed the bra strap.
They made me dive into the foam pits, and I had to eat my way out.
If it was burgers, I can understand.
He is autistic, isn't he?
A little bit. A little bit.
Eating foam.
It's a broad spectrum, and I'm smack dab in the middle.
I think they need to televise more summer events. I think
Then gymnastics.
yes.
What are you talking about? What
Like,
about that guy
what?
that came up and shot like this?
Like what, Mark?
Remember that guy? Does anyone know what I'm talking
Yes, I
about?
know what
Yes.
you're talking about. He's a
Uh-huh.
meme now.
What do you want, Mark? Like shot put or
it was like-
something?
They
High
televise
jump?
shot put, but I think there's a lot more than they. There's a lot more they don't even televise.
Mark, I bet you're into the archery.
Have golf. I know it sounds stupid, but they have that big USA event against a bunch of other golfers. Golf is, I know I find it so boring, but there are a lot of people out there that is a big market thing for. It is a huge market when, I don't know what it's called. It's some sort of cup, but they do that. Why not have it in the Summer Olympics? You would get a lot of people that enjoyed golf to genuinely sit down and watch some of the best golfers from around the world, around the country that might not be a part of the PGA Tour, that they can get some recognition to get their name out and potentially get onto the PGA Tour. Helps the athletes out and helps viewership out.
Are you guys aware of the new league that was made and it's like all virtual for golf?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that the indoor
Yeah.
one? Yeah, I've seen
Where,
that.
like it's a state like arena, and then it's like all virtual, and then the greens can move around.
Yeah, Dad was.
And it's
telling
like
me
teams
about
of 3. They could do that, and it would be way more interesting to watch
Speaking of
because
that,
they're actual like teams that they take turns.
they should do Olympic tag.
that. That would be really cool.
I would.
Oh,
they-
definitely
I've
watch
seen
that.
those videos of like, you're thinking of when they have like the giant square full with all these obstacles and whatnot, and they fill them to the brim. Yeah, I'm all in for that.
Is that like 30 seconds or a minute they have to stay away or something
I
like
think
that?
it's 30 seconds.
What about?
Olympic manhunt?
I was about to say that.
I was,
That would be even better.
I was gonna think
Olympic paintball.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what? Let's just have a war. Declare war.
We're just yeah.
That's country versus country.
You know what?
Easy enough.
Actually, Kel, that
We
might,
won the
that
gold
might
medal.
cause a lot of issues for some leaderships out there. You shot our guy. He was with a paintball. Well, I don't care. We're
Still
going to
shot
war.
him.
What else can we have? I want to think of something that's so ridiculous that we can put.
Mini golf.
I actually think I would watch that
Quates.
over normal golf.
Did they add pickleball yet?
Horseshoe.
What about cornhole?
I feel like they had. No. They should do cornhole. Pool.
I'll be honest. I would not sit down and watch cornhole.
Well, there's a lot of events.
just
that a lot of
throwing
people
random
don't sit
stuff
down and
out.
watch, so.
Wiffle ball.
The
Oh, my
noise
word.
that the noise that
I'd watch some Olympic wiffle ball.
what's pickleball? The noise that pickleball things make
Oh, it
just
sounds
makes
weird.
me angry.
I got it.
Like tunk.
I'm hoping someone has seen the video of these crowds. Darts. Darts would be sick. Mark, have you ever seen how crazy some of those people get?
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're probably drunk because they're at a pub, but
Darts isn't a part of it already.
I don't know. I could be just saying
Because,
stuff.
I mean, ping pong's a part of it. Well, table tennis, I guess, technically.
I don't see the correlation, but
Because it kind of goes along that line.
Here
of,
we are.
of gaming.
What if we have online sports?
Air hockey.
what you want to do? Virtual like
video games.
first-person shooter games and
Why
stuff.
not? I mean, it's a huge. They have video game-esque or e-gaming leagues now. Throw e-games in there. See what happens.
And start having a bunch of nerds in the Olympics.
You know what? Let's
Is
not
that
get into
broccoli
that.
hair?
No, because the Olympics is based on strength, skill,
Right, it's
ability,
physical.
Strength in my
ability.
thumbs to hit this button.
Those people need to get a life.
What else?
There's nothing else.
No.
Anything
Deer.
we could add to the Winter Olympics?
Deer hunting,
To the Winter Olympics.
No.
Sitka hunting.
Deer calling competition.
So you can survive against this polar bear.
What? What about
Viking
that?
raids.
They have those contests all over the place. Why not like a deer calling?
Because that doesn't really help you when you're from Africa.
I got it. Snow shoveling competition. You have a driveway.
Dude,
Whoever
I'd
gets it
watch.
done first. I would watch.
I would watch.
I would watch that.
Yep.
And no snowblower. Just pure strength and stamina.
Oh, I'd be so
Single
and how
down.
long you could do it with the same shovel.
Singles and then teams.
I'd be so down to watch that.
It's like the stupidest thing.
That's actually not that
But you
bad.
know how many people would
that
watch
would be
that?
pretty fun to watch.
I'd be like, go! Yeah, shovel that snow! You make t-shirts. Throw that snow.
Shovel that snow.
Throw that snow. Throw that snow.
Oh, this guy's from the Midwest. He's gonna be great.
What about snowball competition? Okay, I was
No.
1 for 2.
What about BattleBots?
No, absolutely not.
I know you're not nerdy enough.
Well, if we're not throwing e-games into the Summer Olympics, we're not throwing that in.
What about Rock'em Sock'em?
You can
Okay,
rock 'em,
that's just as
sock
bad.
'em.
Oh.
That actually has potential to be worse.
It would actually be worse. Oh, my head popped up. What are we talking about here?
They all have helmets, and they have like as soon as you get hit too many times, boing, and it like launches you backwards.
would be funny.
Shoveling snow is a definite test of endurance.
Oh
for
my
strength.
gosh! I'm telling you, if they
Olympic-
added shoveling snow, I would buy T-shirts.
What
Bro,
about,
it's like-
what
go
about Wipeout in the Olympics?
Frozen
That's
wipeout.
actually
Frozen
Dude, and it's on
wipeout.
ice.
Yes.
Well, you could do either summer or winter.
No,
It'd be
I
hilarious.
want winter. You know what? If we're having bobsled racing where there's going to be 6 casuals per race, we're putting frozen wipeout.
so. Here's some obscure ones that I found that we can definitely replace with those.
Right, we're going to see if they're obscure or we're insane.
Well, the newest one was breakdancing.
Absolutely not.
Like get
That's
rid of that.
terrible.
Absurd.
So-
they had it the one year, and that lady became a meme.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've
you
only
know what I'm
It's
talking
so
about.
they've
mean.
What's her
only had it
face?
for
Yeah.
1 year. Skateboarding. I'd watch skateboarding.
Skateboarding's
I like
cool.
Keep
Get away.
skateboarding.
Get away.
So this one's weird. Dressage is a tactic of training horses.
Get rid of that.
No.
If it has anything to do with horses,
Honestly,
Hold on,
equestrian
is this
stuff
stuff
is
that's
annoying.
in there?
Is
Yeah,
equestrian?
it is. This
Oh,
is in
I
there.
thought you were coming
Equestrian
up with
stuff in the
ideas.
Olympics is
No,
horrible.
this is stuff that's already in there. That's weird.
Oh,
Horse riding.
shoveling snow is way better than all of these.
Horse riding is in the Olympics?
Yeah, it's
get it
It's
out.
huge.
What?
Get it. Go.
it's so huge. No one at this table knew it was a thing.
No, I'm saying
I did.
to people that are there, it's huge.
I did.
Horrible.
BMX freestyle, which is BMX is
Scooters.
bikes.
No,
Oh.
you keep that.
They have scooters. Oh, that's the X Games.
Water polo. I don't know.
No, water polo.
Water polo is
stays.
I
pretty
can
cool.
I can watch some water polo.
Yeah, let's put a bunch of 80-year-olds and see who survives.
They're not
Nah,
even
dude,
80.
watch it sometime.
The pentathlon,
The
which
ho-da-ho.
is it's jumping, fencing, swimming, and then running and shooting.
Eh.
Which I think that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Eh.
Surfing.
I like that one.
Surfing.
That's a good
instead.
one.
The only thing I don't like about it is that it's a judged sport, not physically determined.
Bing, ba, ba, dum, bum, ba, da, dum.
Let's see what else we have here. They only gave me 10 in that, or 5 in that one.
You know what? I do have a. We had a little bit of controversy last week when we talked about the halftime show. I'm going to get back into some controversy here. What do we think about the athletes that have come out about saying that they're not representing the flag, They're just doing it for their family and stuff. Do you think they should truly be in there, or they should be pulled by their sponsors?
They should not be playing for Team USA at all.
They should be sent home immediately as soon as they made those comments.
I think the biggest one was Hunter Hess, I believe.
Do they even need to go back to America? They can kind of just stay in Italy.
He was, I believe, the first one to come out.
If they don't like America that much, they can just stay in Italy.
Yeah, we don't need them.
I mean, why are you? I don't know what her name is. She was a smaller black woman that she won gold in an event, and she came like wrapped around an American flag and was like screaming about how much she loves the U.S. And listen, I get there are people in this country that they might have their differences about what's going on, but represent your country if you're going to be there. It's
Nobody else is ashamed of their country.
no. And do you think that they agree with everything that's going on in their country? No, there's no way. But they understand that they were born, raised, or however, whatever they are in there. They still represent their flag. They don't come out and say, "Oh, we don't represent it." We're the only country that's done that.
Does it seem to anyone else that like when people, like other people, will see like the patriotism of other countries and be like, "Wow, that's so great," and then if you want to be patriotic to the USA, then they're like, "Yeah, you're being too." Does that make any sense?
Yes.
I get what you're saying, but I don't think I can go into that conversation without turning some heads.
In my opinion, you're at the Olympics to represent the name on your chest,
And I get
which
it.
is the USA.
I
But-
get it.
and yet-
Obviously, you're there for, you're there having your family and stuff support, and obviously that's a big thing. If you're like, hey, I'm in the Olympics and I want to make you guys proud, but you're also there because the country thought you were the best at it, and they want you to represent them in that specific sport.
It goes back to this. You're on a sports team. If you're playing for yourself, that's selfish. You want to be playing for the team you're on and your teammates.
What were we always told as children? What's there not in team?
We.
Okay, I don't know.
It's
where
not
you
in
were
there.
told. I.
You can turn the M and the E upside down.
Okay, Tito, thanks for finally welcoming back to the podcast, and you have killed another segment.
Marcus is chomping at the bit with something.
I have more sports that are actually.
Can we
on the
just end
Olympic
this?
site. Okay.
No,
No, I actually.
I don't have a question.
You do. You said it in the group chat.
No, I'll save it for next week.
No, we're you doing it right now.
We're saving it for next week.
No, I will read it then.
No,
I had a good answer for this.
we'll save it for next week because
I'm
of
gonna
the time.
Get my answer.
And my child needs to go to bed.
Mark.
My child needs some baby.
Kale, what were you gonna say?
Wah.
I just wanted Mark to read it, but you know what? We're done here,
Mark,
I
read
guess.
it. We have 5.5 minutes
All
left,
right.
chat.
Okay. Here's some quick ones. So, artistic swimming. We all have
What?
seen that one.
Synchronized swimming?
Yeah,
That
synchronized.
can
Oh.
leave. That can.
That can go by.
All I see is
Beach wrestling.
You know what? If,
I have never heard of that, but I promise you I'm watching that
if they're
next
big
year.
like Islander dudes, I'd watch it.
Is it like, is it Samoans?
Yeah.
Or is it like,
Like
sumo
Australians?
wrestlers?
Beach
or
wrestling
is
is definitely fire.
just
Badminton.
imagine. Just imagine Japan sends out like a sumo wrestler, and we send out an obese child.
The Rizzler.
Canoe slalom.
What?
Swallow?
Canoe
Canoeing.
slalom. Coastal rowing. Cricket is still in there.
Yeah, cricket needs to go bye-bye.
Nope. Yeah, cricket.
cricket
no.
is excessively mid.
Mountain biking.
I'd rather watch baseball than cricket.
Mountain biking's pretty cool.
Obviously flag football's in there. What's this? Futsal. Oh, indoor football. Okay, that's
What'd
indoor,
you say at
indoor
first?
soccer.
Futsal?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Futsal.
sounds like a medication for like dry feet.
Judo is and karate are still a part of it. I did not realize that.
I'll pass on that one. Japan's throwing Jackie Chan out there.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse is actually not bad to watch.
Lacrosse is good.
7-on-7 rugby.
Yes,
some
keep rugby. Absolutely.
Rhythmic gymnastics, which is just floor dancing.
No, that can go.
Squash.
Oh, that's the game where it's like you hit a ball off a wall and you're all playing in the same court.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right.
Taekwondo, just straight up trampoline.
I'm sorry. What?
Let me just bounce on.
They're
this
like,
thing
how
real
high
quick."
can you go? Oh, I could go this high. How about you?
And wushu.
Who?
It's a Chinese drink.
It's a
I thought that was like
it's another mixed martial art.
I thought that was like a plate of food.
So yeah, those are some other obscure ones.
Yep, obscure, and half of them need to go. But thank you for everyone listening. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's podcast, or today, whatever time you're watching, or morning, or
It is 1
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning now.
Thanks, Mark.
9:35.
Sorry about that.
But whenever you guys watch it, hope you guys enjoy. Love you as always, and peace.
Peace. What? Goodbye.
Kayla, you're starting to look like Tito. Oh, and Tito's looking like Tito.
Olympic snow shoveling. Let's do it.
I would. I'm telling you, I would watch every second of that competition.
3 on 3, 4 total, 1 sub.
Yes.